Homework. Well, um, I just sniffed. You sniffied. I don't even want to read. Well, I agree. Well, I agree that a little conflict can benefit an organization if handled the right way. I would say that the majority of conflict in an organization usually does not get handled that way. Most problems that cause conflict normally do not completely go away after organizational integration. When a conflict goes unresolved, usually the people involved tend to not collaborate and get along as well as they should, and communication is one of the most important factors in success in any org. The problem with most organizations is that they do not properly handle the conflicts, or they just ignore them until a situation occurs where they have no choice but to take action. I do agree that healthy conflicts can create great conversations that ultimately would keep pushing the organization in the right direction. However, it's when those conversations don't go as planned and an unwelcome conflict arises between employees. In this situation, this is when employees become upset. Even though this may be the first time, the employees who were upset will never forget how it felt, especially if how they feel is not accurately proposed. Now, this may not lead to any concerns right at the moment, but it will cause issues in the future if these conversations that turn into negative conflicts continuously happen. Even though some conflicts can inspire creative thinking, the creative thinking will no longer be effective if the employees shut down due to the negative concerns starting to arise, as the employees will feel that they can't bring their concerns to the table as they feel they will be criticized or not worth their time if no one plans to listen. Conflicts can cause tension with the organization or department that ultimately will bring the morale down for that reason. When there is tension within the organization, you sniffy. When there is tension within the organization, individuals will have a sense of not being able to openly discuss their thoughts or ideas, and may also cause them to become less effective at their job. Not only are the employees not productive when they are at work then, but conflict and tension may also increase absenteeism, which negatively affects the organization. In work case scenarios, dude, let's see, how did he adapt my sentence? I said, conflict improves decision making. Jeez. Well, this is dumb. I can't read both at the same time. Wait. Oh, jeez. Really? That's how hard it is to... Thanks, Windows 11. I don't think that was the case in Windows... the other Windows. Look at that. Okay, there we go. But still not good enough for what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Okay, we're trying to do this. I'm just trying to see how much he copied, or how much he took from my thing. It improves decision making. It inspires creative thinking, which leads to ideas. Conflict can inspire positive change. In an organization, conflict promotes competition, which incentivizes people to improve their skills and abilities. Finally, conflict can motivate people to improve communication. Well, that's hilarious. Anyways. You sniffied. In work case scenarios, conflicts can cause turnover and increase terminations in a workforce that is already finding it difficult to retain and attract new employees. This is why conflict in the workplace is something that every organization needs to avoid. Conflict can damage the dynamic of the team, which, like stated previously, will cause tension that results in team failure and hinder the team's growth that creates value within the organization. I agree that negative conflict can create tension, which can then greatly affect employee performance, although I think one of the key words in the pro-conflict argument is healthy. If everyone in the workplace is arguing or fighting all day long, and no one can feel comfortable expressing their opinion, this will absolutely lead to unhappy employees. However, if companies foster a culture that allows workers to express their thoughts in a safe, appropriate manner, I think it can absolutely lead to benefits that are listed. In my team's response, this means that people can have dissenting opinions toward managers, the business model, co-workers, or whatever else, but as long as this remains as a constructive and respectful debate, I think people would find themselves learning from each other and the business can make necessary changes to improve performance and employee satisfaction. I completely agree that there are some cases where there is pro-conflicts that happen in the workplace. However, when there is little conflict, that automatically puts a sour taste in individuals' mouths, especially when the conflict causes even more drastic conflicts in the future, possibly over the same situation as previously, just much more heightened. Even though these conflicts may seem small and almost petty at the time for managers, the little petty conflicts, if untreated or unheard, will continue to make certain employees upset if they are not in agreement on the outcome. This will ultimately cause upset employees to again feel like their voices are not being heard and create tension and bad feelings toward the organization, which again would more than likely push employees to terminate employment and find an organization that more aligns with their core values. I agree that constructive conflict is a benefit as long as the ultimate goal is being achieved, but just trying to run that fine line to ensure that all employees are having their voices heard with ultimately leaving it up to management for the ending decision could be useful. Okay. Conflict is detrimental to the environment of a workplace. Employees cannot thrive in a negative work environment, and our group has listed the following reasons why. Leads to decreased productivity, increased stress, lack of trust, and loss of connections and relationships. When a conflict lingers throughout a work environment, employees begin to lose productivity. This is due to employees focusing on the elements of that conflict rather than focusing on their roles in the company. Stress will also begin to rise among the employees involved. When the stress in employees rises, the company could face increased absenteeism, which leads to more stress on others not involved because they will be tasked with covering for the work the company is missing out on. When a conflict arises, the company would also begin to see employees not trusting one another, which leads to a loss of connections and relationships. When a conflict is big enough that it affects many people, people will only want to trust themselves instead of being fed knowledge or answers by other people. Then when people only want to trust themselves and the environment becomes warfare between people wanting to be right versus wrong. Overall, a conflict will cause many issues within a company. These issues all lead to a domino effect, which creates more issues the longer it lasts and will then begin to spread and affect people who are not involved. Once the domino effect spreads throughout the company and the effects of it become the norm of the company, this will result in a loss of employees. And in this day and age, people have the ability to leave reviews on companies. If people see negative reviews on a company, this can deter them from applying. These images that the reviews portray will then affect the potential prospects and acquisitions that the company wants. I agree that bad conflicts can have negative effects on business, but I think there are solid pros for healthy conflict. In response to the fourth paragraph, I think conflict can actually lead to increased trust in the workplace. Personally, I tend to have more trust for people who tell me the truth, sometimes regardless of feelings, as long as it is respectful. That doesn't mean I need to have arguments with someone to trust them. Ooh, ow. But I definitely appreciate it when my coworkers are honest about their opinions, and it often helps myself or the business improve. So while I see your point that some conflict can cause isolation, I think a respectful approach to your disagreements can actually increase trust in the workplace and lead to stronger relationships. Lingering conflict is definitely hurtful for any organization and its employees. Like you mentioned, it caused even more problems further down the road and has a snowball effect on everything. Most conflicts do not get resolved until the pot has already boiled over and even more problems have been thrown onto people. If conflicts do not get resolved quickly, the bigger the tension gets, the stress grows on the employees. Wow. Conflict within any organization/workplace can cause lots of harm between its employees and the work and goal they are trying to accomplish. Negative effects of workplace conflict. Can cause a reduction in productivity, complete interruption in a person's work. Okay, negative effects of workplace conflict can cause a reduction in productivity, complete interruption in a person's work, heightened defects to be missed, turnover, people not showing up for work, termination, and etc. Conflict in the workplace may result in accidents, Conflict in the workplace may result in accidents that are caused by stress, anxiety, or just not having a clear mind because of the conflict. Conflict in the workplace can be just two people not being able to work well together, and that is bad because it can distract others along with each other. If people are arguing the entire time, not much work will get done. Also, conflict can waste a lot of time and energy by all. Conflict can also make employees feel unsafe or overwhelmed. Workplace conflict can lead to employees not trusting each other and may result in a very ineffective environment, especially involving teamwork. It is important that conflict in the workplace does not occur in order to build a positive, successful, and long-standing organization. Wow. Wow, okay. Dude, can I see what time these were posted? I want to know the time. And Jackson replied to our post, even though he was supposed to be on our side. Wait, see, I agree that conflict has the ability to inspire creative thinking. If a company can go about conflict in an effective way, then employees most definitely have the chance to operate at their full potential because they will be comfortable and know that their opinion matters in this conflict. However, if the company has poor methods for overcoming conflicts, then employees will feel less comfortable. And may begin to believe that their voice doesn't matter if they give ideas that aren't being considered by the higher ups. That was the one new thing that was posted just now. Jackson. Eli posted 2 things. Good job, Eli. Ooh. Eli's argument. This one was just increased trust. What about the first one? Healthy conflict is good, and confidence can increase trust. Okay, so those were his arguments that he made as rebuttals. So, and as long as I make something that's other than those two, that's fine. Conflict is an important piece of a healthy working place environment. While this may sound like an oxymoron, here are some of the reasons our team believes conflict breeds innovation and productivity in the working world. Conflict encourages healthy debate and argument among employees. You know what's fun? I think he kind of got rid of my improves decision-making thing. Differing opinions helps to build team culture through civil debate and conversation, and it allows coworkers to learn and appreciate different perspectives, allows for change. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Ow. Okay, the argument Eli rebutted is it could create tension. Two, three, four. Wow. Okay. Who? What? Wow. Everybody. Let's see. Those are all the arguments posted by this group. Jeez. Well, that was great. Ooh, paper. Wow, that was funny. Oh, that was funny. Wow, that's funny. Have I messed up alphabetical order and reference list before? Maybe I did, but I usually pay attention to alphabetical order. Wow, that's funny. Gender pay gap, glass ceiling. Anyways, bye.